Hello and welcome to the Welcome video short for the digital edition. Today we're going to show you how to import and open design files in Embroidery Studio Digital Edition. First, we're going to go to our new page to open up our design. Inside the Welcome Embroidery Studio, there are several different ways that you can import and open design file. We'll start here from the File Drop menu and we'll choose Open Design. By selecting and choosing Open Design, it'll give us the ability to go in, choose a path. We can select our file that we want to open on the screen, and we'll navigate down here to our Open. This will open up our design. Normally, when you're opening up designs of this magnitude, these designs are going to be Wilcom original EMB files. You can always check to make sure that you have the original Wilcom EMB file, and you can do this by navigating here to our Information tab. As I left clicked here, in my design information, I want to select Design. As I scroll down my list here, what I'm looking for here is the grade A for the Wilcom original EMB file here. This is what you want to see here. All of your original files that you create inside your software should be saved as an EMB format. Another way of bringing in design files from inside the Wilcom workspace is to go in. Another way of bringing them in is going to File and choosing Open Recent. These are going to display all of your recently created design files, and you can go in and choose from any of these file locations here to bring in a design on the screen here as well. I select here, and because I've previously worked on this design, the software remembers this and allows me to bring this design back in to the software, just like you see here. We're going to go back again to the File Drop menu. If you want to import in a design into an existing design, one that you already have on the page, you can go to your File Drop menu. You'll scroll down. You have an option that says Import Embroidery. If I left click, it takes me to a page where I want to go in. If I want to open up a file from this particular page, I'll go in and just double click on it, like this. And you can bring in a graphic. You're limited to what type of graphic that you can bring into the Wilcom workspace because this is the embroidery workspace. So you will be limited as far as what type of files that you'll be able to bring in. If I'm going to go in and do this, as simple as going in, I'll click on my new page. This time I'll go to File. As I scroll down my menu, I could choose Import Graphic. As I choose Import Graphic, I have options here that I can choose. I go to my location, to my file location. If I navigate here to my lower right corner of my screen here, if I want to physically see what type of file extensions that I can import into the Wilcom Embroidery workspace, I can choose the down arrow here. As you can see here, I have a limited number of file extensions that I can import into the program. And these are the only type files here that I can import. The CDR file here will open up in the Corel part of the Wilcom Embroidery Studio software, is what this one will do here. At this point here, I can go in, select my bitmap file. As I scroll down, I can choose Open. And here it opens up the bitmap file here on my screen. You also have access of being able to go in and copy and paste designs from another program. You have the access of going in and using the Corel Draw software. And in that Corel Draw software, if I go in, if I have an image that I can bring in to this particular part of the software here, I can go in and grab an image. In this image, I'm able to go in. I can right click this in the full version of Corel Draw. I can copy this. and I can navigate, go back into my Willcom Embroidery Studio Digital Edition, and I can paste this. Here, it's a rather large file, and the larger the file, it may take a minute for it to come into the software. So again, I can bring in a file by just copying and pasting it from either Microsoft Paint or Corel Draw and bring this file into the software. I'm going to navigate, I'll choose my new page. And this time we're going to go into the Corel Draw side of the software. As I navigate here, I'll choose my Corel Draw balloon, and it's going to take us into the Corel Draw part of the Willcom Embroidery Studio Digital Edition software. And here we'll be able to go in and import graphics as well. Okay, here we are. In this particular point here, if I want to import in a graphic, I can navigate here to File. Here, I have the option here of importing. If I choose import, this takes me to my computer. Here, I can go in and choose a location. I can select a file that I want to bring in. It's going to be a bitmap file or anything like this. So I have different versions of the files here that I can also go in and bring into the software. If I choose this design, as I select this here, then I'll scroll down to the bottom lower right corner and choose import. In order for me to center this on my page, I'll just press the enter key, and there's my design. You could also, from the external full version of Corel Draw, copy and paste into this version of Corel Draw as well. The type of files that we have available that you can import into the software here, if I go to File and choose Import, lower right corner here again, if I choose drop arrow here, this is going to give me many more file extensions that I can import into Corel Draw. Because Corel Draw is a fully graphic program, it will give you more options, more file types here that you can import into Corel Draw. And that's one of the biggest differences between the Corel Draw and the Embroidery Studio. In the Embroidery Studio, you can import some graphic file extensions. In the full version of Corel Draw that we see here, we're able to go in and import and open many other file types as you see here. That is going to do it for our session today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you learned something today. Look forward to seeing you next time. Happy digitizing.